Testing.
It's like a boomerang, keeps on coming back.
Okay. Is that better? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Barton, and on behalf of Montana Centers for Independent Living, AARP Montana, Disability Rights Montana, the Montana Association of Community Disability Services, Mental Health America of Montana, the Area Agencies on Aging, the Community Mental Health Centers, and the tens of thousands of everyday Montanans who are consumers of these and other vital human services, I would like to welcome all of you to our lives, our homes, our communities, a rally to restore human service funding. It is in a grand American tradition of citizens peaceably making their opinions known in the corridors of power that we gather here today. We come here today not to support or attack any individual party or ideology. We come here today not to whine or lament. We simply come here today as citizens with firsthand knowledge of the positive effect that these human service programs have on the lives of everyday Montanans, and to indicate the human cost that cutting these programs would have. With that, I would like to introduce State Senator David Monson-Reed of Missoula. Thank you.
Thank you. It's really a privilege to be here today. I need to tell you, when I got up this morning, I was able to take a shower by myself, dress myself. I was able to brush my teeth. The things that we're doing here today are important for everybody to understand that not all Montanans can do that, and that we desperately need to make sure that the services are provided in your communities are available for our less fortunate, our more vulnerable, and our frailer neighbors. There's been a lot of talk this session. This session's unlike anything I've ever seen. How about you? We've been talking a mandate from the voters, talking a mandate that we need to cut government. We need to cut spending. We need to cut spending in public services like health and human services, education and corrections. Those are the cornerstones of what holds our state together. Let's face it, we never have enough money. We never have enough money to take care of all those people out there that can't care for themselves. But we need to understand that we have a moral obligation, a moral mandate, if you will, to take care of our less fortunate neighbors. We need to make sure that the people that have made these indiscriminate cuts so far, before it goes to the House floor, understand there's a human factor. There's a human element. There are lives, those lives depend upon services being provided. There's being cuts made so that people can take a shower 3 days a week, have 12 minutes of assistance in eating. That's not good enough. Montanans can do better than that. The indiscriminate cutting, $200 million in general funds, but I need to tell you, just in human services alone, $200 million in all funds. $200 million. That's not only bad for those of you that are here, that's not only bad for the members of our communities that need the services, it's bad for the people who provide the services, because some of those people are going to lose their jobs. And many of the agencies out there that we have starved for far too long by not providing sufficient funding are going to have to curtail services, or worse still, close their doors. That means access. Access is going to go away. That's not part of the national health care reform that's something that Montanans have always said that we need to have. Those very services are at risk. And I'm as concerned as all of you here that the people whose lives or very survival depend upon them are at stake in the equation. That's no overstatement. Let's just summarize what's been cut so far. It's been indiscriminate, not just disabilities, not just community-based services, seniors, kids, disabled, developmental disabilities, seniors, single mothers, mentally ill, and let's not forget the veterans. Let's not forget the veterans. We're going to curtail some of their services, and we're probably going to close the Veterans Home in Columbia Falls if we don't change the course. Are you willing to help me change that course? Worse still, when the voters have spoken with their mandate in other elections, it's being ignored. Healthy Montana Kids is being reduced, $5 million. The Tobacco Settlement Initiative is being reduced by $13 million. All of these things are bad. They're bad for the people of the state. It's bad short-term thinking, and we need to change that. One of the things that we're doing is we're doing away with the Big Sky RX program. Excuse me, we're not quite doing away with it. There were 11,000 people who were able to have their medications bought down with that program. The complete elimination wouldn't stand. So instead of reinstating all the funding, it's been put in so that 3,500 seniors can now have access. My math is right, about 7,500 people just lost their prescriptions. That's not good enough. It's like having a lottery for seniors that need medication to survive and to live healthy and full lives. Are you with me to change that? I want all of you to join me in helping change the course of this in House Bill 2 that's going to be heard on the House floor starting Friday, tomorrow. I want all of you to weigh in. I want every one of you that can stand tall figuratively. Stand tall and be proud of the fact that your lives will be fuller and richer. Montana will be a much better place. The last best place doesn't mean ignoring your needs. They don't go away because the economy's slow. We have the funds to do these things. The question is, do we have the political will? I hope you'll agree with me that the answer is yes. With that, Travis Hoffman, who happens to be one of my best friends from Missoula, an avid, long-time advocate for independent living. I hope you'll give a round of applause. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here.
How's everybody doing? All right. Good. My name is Travis Hoffman. I work in Missoula, but I am here on behalf of all of Montana Center Street Independent Living. As you heard Senator Wanzenreed say, many of the programs that Montanans with disabilities and seniors depend on every day have been cut. Personal assistance has been cut down to a maximum to allow people who use personal assistance a maximum of 4 hours during their hours per week for meal preparation hours. If you do the math on that, that goes down to 11.5 minutes per meal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 7 days a week. I don't know about you, but I doubt any one of these legislators can eat 11.5 minutes every meal. We're either going to lose a lot of weight or we're going to gain a lot of weight. Because we're either not going to eat or we're going to eat McDonald's for every meal. I don't want to eat McDonald's for every meal. I like my home cooked meals. And I'm sure all of you do too. But what we're continually told is we're in a budget crisis. We don't have any money in the bank. Money has to come from someone. What I don't think they realize is we also need to survive our lives. We need to live our lives. And if we don't have these services, that is not a possibility. For many Montanans with disabilities, these are the only programs where those services are available to allow people to get up in the morning, to get dressed, to have a meal, to even go to work and become a taxpayer. Without these services, none of that's possible. So I hope that you will all continue to contact legislators in this body and tell them to support not only disability services, but all human services, including personal assistance, Big Skyrex, aging services, some of the other programs that you will hear today. And somebody stole the sheet of the speakers up here, so I don't know who's next. Jed.
Deb Lester? Triple.
Senator Wadring, did you take the sheet up here?
Here. Give me this.
Deb Lester.